All right, welcome back. Welcome back. You already know where we was going to go with this. You saw the preview on my YouTube channel, The More Unfiltered. I am your boy, The More again Unfiltered, and please and thank you for joining me on this evening or whatever time zone you're in. So you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Tops versus tops. Two tops. Now what? Is it a problem or we sort of or overthinking it? So again, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all the love, feedback, comments that you guys have been showing me. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. And always, please like, share, and comment. And always, always subscribe to my channel. For those who are new, welcome. Those who are continues to rock with me, I appreciate you so much. So let's not even go get into all this humbug mess. Let's get into it. So we talk about whether two bottoms can be together. So now we're going to flip the script a little bit. So what happens when two men who both identify as tops fall for each other? Is it a problem automatically, or are we making the bedroom labels a little bit more important than the relationship itself? So let's dive into this first part of the series. So let's get into some needs and things because we know it's a very taboo subject. A lot of guys who typically who was again like my bottom to bottom relationship series would just want one or the other. They don't want both. So let's see. So we will discuss topics as can two tops actually be compatible? And just again referencing the bottom to bottom relationship, I believe they can. And the reason why I say two tops can be together and be compatible because again they know what they want. But here comes the caveat: they don't. Who is going to release that control and not and going to be the receiver? And see, that's the problem that we have, or the problem that tends to arise because everyone, because both parties don't want or don't feel that they should be the one to receive. Because they go say yes, I am all top. There ain't no changing that. I'm not gonna ever bother them. Well, how could you do something or never or say you never did something if you don't experience at least try it? Because again, what is stopping you from doing it? Is it because you feel like it make you less of a man, or make you feel more of the submissive role? I mean, what is it that is stopping you from doing something different outside of your normal dynamics? I feel that it becomes an problem when we are so stuck in a one dimensional mindset that we try to say that we won't do stuff, but we never did it. Because like everyone and a lot of people said, and I strongly believe in this saying, for every bottom, every top is someone's been someone's bottom. So you cannot perfectly say that you have not tried it or don't want to try it. Is it because you're fearful of how it may be more painful, or the person's or your partner's genitalia may be too big or too large, too girthy, whatever is in your mind that's causing you to not go forth in that dynamic. But I feel that if you two love each other and continue to build that partnership, that shouldn't stop you. And and this try it. So yes, in my humble opinion, I think the compatibility is there, but again, it's something that has to be worked on throughout the course of the dating. That has to be the trust, again, the respect, and then the love for one another in order to make each other feel comfortable. Because we get caught up in the bedroom compatibility versus the actual connection between each person. My thoughts. You always let me know what you think, but those again, how I feel that that dynamic will work out. But again, it has to be both parties has to be open to it. So, segue to the next one. Does someone have to change their preferences? No, you don't. You absolutely do not. Because hell, you came in as both as top. So why you gotta change your bedroom preferences? I don't think you have to. If you know that you're a top, okay, cool. Don't mean that you have to involved with someone. Then you have to say, okay, I'm well since you're the top, I just change mine to just be a bottom or verse, whatever you want to call it, or be a side. No, you be your authentic self, regardless of the fact what you enjoy in bed. I don't think it should be no rhyme or reason why you cannot still enjoy what you like to do in the bedroom. There should be no reason that you should change that. And hell, if you do change it, who the fuck cares? That's between you and your partner, not and again, nothing to do with anyone else outside of you guys' relationship. So you feel like receiving one night, cool. They feel like receiving the other night, cool. Or you bringing someone y'all both can give to, cool. It should not be no rhyme or reason why you can't enjoy what you enjoy. Again, there's no playbook and there's no rules, as I explained in my last series, the bottom to bottom series. There's no playbook, no rulebook for us. But we make these rules and the ideologies for whatever reason, and and for what? For why? Okay. Why? Why? Why do we do this? Why do we torture ourselves? We can have it all, whatever we want. Love is not meant to just be miserable or you can't enjoy things sexually. It's not one sided. Because the love that you have for each other should outweigh all of that. No matter what you choose to be as your sexual preference. So if you want to do the top or be the bottom of one night or vice versa, switch it up. That's between you two only and solely. Or again, bringing someone else in, or whatever the case may be. That is you guys' choices to make. Don't allow no one to come in and try to convince you otherwise, because you already established yourself as a couple. You continue to build the connection with one another. Why do we have to go through the weeds and things trying to find out that we can do something or enjoy something that you know that's not who we are or what we like to do or the main part who we are like to do? Just enjoy each other. That's the thing. That's the goal. Now, if sexual compatibility is the only kind of compatibility, no, it's not. Sexual compatibility is just what it is. It's just that. It's just what it is. It does not define who you are at all. As a gay man, it doesn't define you as a man. Period. It doesn't. It's just a role that you decide that this is what you want to be. But you can have the compatibility and connection with your partner on so many different levels. Besides just what you do, two guys do in the bedroom. It's not just built on that. And if it is built on that, that's between you two. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody else outside of you all. But you have so many other things that you two enjoy doing outside the bathroom. You may like going to a game, or you may go into a stage play, a musical, or just do a lot of traveling, hosting game nights. You have so many other avenues and so many other things that brings you two together as partners, as lovers, as mates. And it's not just and it should not be just derived on a sexual nature. It should be more so I can do this for you. You could do this for me. And I know a lot of you guys probably say, how the hell you could talk about this topic and you don't have nobody really else to to refer to? That don't matter. My thing is that love what you love to do, because the sexual compatibility did not bring you two together. It's the connection, it's the trust and respect and love that brought you two together. It had nothing to do with that. Because you can hump a tree and still be in love with your mate. So don't allow what you do in the bedroom to stop you from connecting or finding other things that you two enjoy doing as a couple. And you may find other things you two enjoy doing as individuals. And that's the thing too. You don't lose who you are as an individual. You always want to make sure that you come back to that, because that's who you are authentically. That's what makes you. So again, sexual, no, that's not the only thing. Knowing what you enjoy outside of the bedroom will always be the strong point. So, can two strong personalities share a relationship without competing? Yes. And again, these are my opinions. These are my thoughts. If you want, you can always challenge mine in the comments. But yes, two strong personalities can share without competing. Because again, who you competing with? I'm not competing against my mate for what? We're two individuals, two different individuals. So why I need to compete with you? See who can last the longest, who can go, who can conquer, get, do, and what? I mean, what is it I'm competing with you for? If I have to compete with you, why the fuck I'm with you? Why are we together? Why what is competition have to do with a relationship? Now we playing like the game of the PS5 or we playing some stuff like that. Yes, yes, yes. I'm a heavy competitor. Yes, yes. So we have our weaknesses and strengths. So that part cool. But far as a relationship, I don't need to compete. We don't need to. Who are we competing with? Our personalities is what makes us. We are makes us special. Makes us unique. Our personality brings out the best in us. But it helps continue to formulate and cultivate the relationship, because that's how we were brought together. There was something about my personality and something about yours that melt, that mash, that gel together, that we both enjoy. Whether one person is stronger than the other on one aspect versus the other, you may be good at this, or I may be good at that, or your personality may be outshine me on this aspect, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. We do not compete when it comes to who we are. Besides, little sports game, whatever case may be, that's different. That's a healthy type of competition. But far as what brings us together, what's connect us, personality should not be a competition. So sharing our relationship, sharing who we are, loving who we are, there's no competition involved in that, in my opinion. Because I love you for what you have done for me, and I know it is the same for myself. I don't have to compete with my mate or have to feel like I have to outshine him in any aspect. Or no, that's not how it works. Our personalities, what we are good at and doing, or who we are, or that what resonates the most. That what keeps the fire, the intensity going, and the love, the passion in relationships going. Because I don't have to compete with my mates. Period. I don't have to compete with my partner. Not one bit. All right. So, what matters more, the label or the connection? And you guys, like I said, for those who know me from the first series, bottom to bottom, I always and forever will say the connection. The connection. I don't care about the labels. The labels shouldn't even be in a factor, but So many guys lose out on true connection when they put the label above everything. I mean, everything. That person could have be the best at this, can do this, show you this. I mean, just be so authentic, real. But as soon as you know that you two are the both regarding sexual preference, you will cut them dead, cut them cold, cut them out because you so gun ho open the labels of the sexual connection or sexual compatibility. It should not be, and I mean that with every bit of my soul. So you let go a connection, a true connection that you haven't probably gotten in maybe months or years from someone, but now you want to release it. But you've been manifesting, praying, being on your knees, not just giving, little looking, but you want to let that person go because you are not sexually compatible with them because your mind is stuck on that one thing and one thing only. So that's why I implore people, don't just look at that as a end all beat all. No, if you build that connection, you keep going, you harvest it, you grow together. You two make the rules. You make them. There's nothing. There should not be nothing come in between that. You two make it. You build that dynamic. You cultivate it. You set the parameters. You do what is best for you because you love each other regardless of whatever it is. But stop letting old ideologies and old mindsets stop you from your true love, your true connection. And I'm not saying this because I'm trying to preach, because Lord knows I can. I'm just saying this because I just dislike to see so many of my fellow brothers out there who are still looking for partners, but they will not let go of their old mindsets and how they date, how they and find people, because they feel that it's almost if you have to have A to have B. You can't have A and C or A and Z. You gotta have A and B together. So I implore you, just don't look beyond the labels. Build that connection, that true connection. And you wouldn't be surprised how far and how this loving experience would take you. You just it will blow your mind. It will literally blow your mind. All right, y'all. I have done my soapbox for this evening. Again, I told you guys this was coming, but as always, I greatly appreciate you guys so much for, you know, taking the time to get into the series. We will have more is to come, more is to come. Trust me, more to come. This topic is not done. This is not done. So as always, I appreciate you so much for allowing me to let's open the door. Let's open the conversation. Let's really get it in, so to speak. Because the more we divulge, the more we connect, I believe that it will probably resolve so many issues, so many things. And I'm just not saying it just to say it. I strongly believe it. It was all so many different issues if we just allow ourselves to be vulnerable, allow ourselves to do something that's outside of the grain, outside of the norm, and just really just enjoy it. But more to come. So, as always, I greatly appreciate you guys taking time to listen to me. This is always and forever, ever be the more unfiltered, where we are talking about real conversation with real men with real issues and with a little sarcastic point of view. So, please and please don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe to your channel, to my channel, the more unfiltered. And let's keep the conversations going because again, we got more topics in this series to talk about. So don't don't let it go away. So hey, you got any ideas, comments? Please share with me. I can bring it up to the forefront. But until then, enjoy your evening, fellas. Bye.